Guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Toyosifix. I film about faith, marriage, motherhood, and lifestyle. If it's your first time here, you're welcome. Guess who is here? Mrs. Yemisi. Pastor Mrs. Yemisi. Don't fight. You're welcome. You're welcome here on our channel. Before she introduces herself, this vlog is going to be on raising a girl child, so you guys should just stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, okay? All right, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Oluwayemisi, not Pastor Mrs.
But when you're married to a pastor, you're automatically a pastor now.
Pastor's wife.
Pastor's wife is pastor's wife.
No.
Pastor.
Doctor's wife is a doctor.
Okay.
So my name is Oluwayemisi Edupai.
Oluwayemisi Edupai. Okay, you're welcome to our channel.
Thank you.
Guys, okay, we promise to be serious, like
very serious.
So today we'll be speaking on raising a girl child, and I've got to understand that in our society now, raising a girl child is like a major, like a big deal. It's like a big deal. So we'll be sharing on how to raise our female children, and also the challenges we face raising female children. But before we go further, I have 2 girls and she has 3 girls.
Yeah.
3 beautiful girls.
Yeah.
How has it been raising 3 girls?
Okay, it's been beautiful. No big deal. Girls are fun to raise. It's like you're raising your friend. See them as your best friend. See them as your gist partner. And I have 3 of them. Beautiful 3 girls. God has been faithful. So raising girl child is not.
It's no big deal.
It's not a big deal. It's actually, to me, I think it looks easier.
By the grace of God.
By the grace of God, actually, because at this phase,
Yeah.
they are like, girl child always wants to please you. They're like your companion. They're always there to check up on you.
Yeah.
It's like, they're your friends. So
Yeah.
I've been raising my friends.
Okay. So by God's grace, it's been fun raising girl child. So they are grown, like they are a little grown. So mine are still toddlers and I still have a baby. So I'm not into that full time like that. But it's okay by the grace of God. So before we go deep into our discussion today, I want us to start from the scratch, from the basics. Having 3 girls, how do you feel about it? Has there been any pressure whatsoever? Kind of, you get what I'm saying?
Okay, actually, in this part of this country, it's a topic. Having girls is like a topic.
Yeah.
But every other workplace is like, you just have a baby.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Yeah.
But here, any pressure from my side, no. I actually love girls. While growing up, I always tell people around me that knows me, they know that I love girls. I carry baby girls, then I carry baby boys. And because we have 5 girls and just a boy, and the boy gave my mom a lot of headache while growing up. So I actually believe boy child gives a child headache, girl child makes your family look sweet and beautiful. So you understand? So I always like girls. So having 3 girls is actually like a blessing to me. It's even though the 3rd one actually, I was like, oh God, you can make it a boy. I'm happy because I know I just want to have the feeling of having both sex. Yeah. You understand? But when I had my 3rd girl and she came out with all cuteness and all, I was like, wow. The blessings of the Lord make it rich.
And I feel so sorry.
Like,
So seriously.
Thank God for that.
Okay. So this thing in this our society now, they feel if you don't have a male child, like let me just cite an example. I remember when I was still pregnant with Zion, and when I put to bed, and when people call me that madam, we had that you put to bed and all that stuff. What's the sex of your baby? I'm not like, she's a baby girl. They'll be like, like for you kind of a thing, you understand? Like for you kind of a thing, as in and I was now feeling that what's going on here? Like anybody that even in my streets, madam, you don't born, like, you understand pidgin English thing. Madam, you don't born, yes. Wait till you born, like, I have a baby girl. I go, baby girl, like, what do you think about that? Like, our society, do they constitute to all this pressure of a thing on people having a male child?
Yeah, I think the pressure comes more from the society, even more than your in-laws or your family members, because they'll be the one to be like, you win your husband, or you won your husband the first time, the second time, the third time, like, you still have a long way to go. Like, seriously, you understand? And I think even the pressure we put ourselves through at times is not even from the family. It's more from the
environment,
society. So say like, baby girl again, I see you're the one that planted
the baby girl inside your
inside your womb, actually. So to me, the pressure will always be there until I think it's getting better now.
Okay.
This age is getting better now, because we've come to understand that any child can be whosoever what he or she wants to be. So I think it's getting better now. But as at then, I knew that my mom had 5 girls, so I knew what my mom went through. Like 5 girls, Abigail. My mom was like, Abigail. You understand? But I look back now and I think grateful. My mom is really happy.
Has it ever dawned on you that I wish I have a male child? Like, you just sat down one day like, I wish I had a male child. And if that has happened before, because I know that doesn't get to you. I know that having a male child, like, you don't have a male child, doesn't get to you. How were you able to overcome that? How were you able to manage that?
Okay, I'll say anytime I see a beautiful male child, I wish I had more. Okay. Wow, so cute. You understand? But I've looked at it that some people are somewhere spending millions of naira to have what I have, and I'll still be here thinking why God had to bless me with 3 kids, because I see them as blessings. So at first, I think after my 3rd child, that some people decide to just say some funny comments. At a point, maybe I allowed those comments to get to you. But one day I woke up, I'm like, wow, do you know that you're actually favored? Just like the way Mary was favored to carry Jesus. You actually favored, your womb carried this beautiful. They were sleeping, and I was looking at them on the bed like, so all these 3 girls, they are like mine, not mine, like that God allowed me to have those 3 blessings. And anyway, I'm gonna, wow, they are your girls. Wow, I beg, don't allow anybody spoil my blues with their reggae. You understand? So I came out of it fast, because it and another thing I think it's when the other partner it's not putting pressure on you, it's easier. My husband has never ever walked up to me and it's another girl. No, it has always been, thank God. He had an open heart to receive anyone God sends to us, you understand? And when it comes to the understanding that, see, these children are blessings from God, you receive them wholeheartedly.
Is there anything you want to share that helped you? Like, is it that you read some books, or like, because there are so many people that they've even fallen into depression
because of having
yes. I've been to antenatals that people do say that I must have a boy child. Some people doesn't even want to know the sex of their baby. Because of that, I was opportuned to meet with a woman, and she said, okay, we're talking about the sex of our baby, and she said, no. And I said, okay, we're talking about the sex of our baby, Sha. So she said, no, she doesn't want to know the sex of her baby at that particular until she put to bed. I was not like, no, I don't even have that patience to wait till after 9 months before I know the sex of my baby. She now said, please, so I won't get strength to push my baby. You see how bad it was.
To me, I'll still say that it boils down to a society, the image the society has placed in our mind, in our subconscious mind, that a girl's child is maybe second in command of. I don't understand how I want to put it, but it depends on what you have in your mind. You understand? Maybe basically because I grew up with girls and our home has always been fun. I think it was pretty easier for us than those that are all boys. You understand? So I think maybe that prepared me one way or the other. And at the same time, all my pregnancies has always been a blessing. I never knew that, okay, maybe this was the day I conceived, or my pregnancy does never follow the normal scientific. You understand? Normal scientific. My third
ovulation,
baby,
whatever.
all those ovulation, I don't know. You understand? My third baby was like just like it was actually a blessing. You understand? Because the pregnancy came when I was like same period. All those things was never my thing actually. So when the pregnancy came, all my pregnancies, I always have like a time to pray. You understand? And one way or the other, I always tell God to let me know what I'm carrying. You understand? So before the end of the 9 months, God has been faithful enough to share some things with me with the baby I'm carrying. So when I understand all those blessings I'm carrying, I no longer see the gender. I see the blessings.
Good.
You understand?
So you see the blessing, not the gender.
So if you're carrying a child and you're so particular about the sex of the gender child, of the baby, a male, no, I don't want to know the gender. I just want to know what I'm carrying. What am I carrying? What's in me? You understand? So anything that's coming out, what I'm seeing in the child is not really the gender first. So maybe, for example, God has shared to me that this person will be this, and that. You understand? During pregnancy, this is what I'm seeing. When she comes, when he comes, I'm receiving these blessings with the insight of what I've received. So I think that was what helped actually. If you're carrying any pregnancy, it's a blessing, and
just see the blessing, not the sex of the baby.
Exactly.
How do we handle our relatives that come visiting, especially male relatives?
Well,
in the midst of our girls,
I think it's not only relative. Visitors have a standard rule that works in your home. In my home, there are some songs you can't play. You understand? There are some songs you can't play. And once I have a visitor, and maybe the visitor is going to some stations I'm not comfortable with, and it's not someone I can walk up to and tell them, don't watch this station in the house. I'll allow you watch it that they take my children elsewhere. And once you're gone, I put a passcode
bye-bye
on that station. You understand? So if you now call me to ask for this station is locked, then I cannot explain to you, sorry, I didn't tell you earlier, but so station, we don't watch it here. You understand? So you understand that this is the rule, this is the law.
Okay, what of relations staying, like male relatives staying with you, like with mothers that are nursing female children? How do you handle that? Because there are sometimes not their children, they want to go inside uncle's room like that, and there are some ages that you cannot even control. Like maybe they are under 4, you can't even control that. Don't go to uncle's room. Like how do you manage that? Or is it that we shouldn't allow male relatives to come visiting or to come staying?
Okay, actually God has blessed me with good people, good relatives coming. While growing up, my house has always been filled with people. You understand? So I'll just say it's been God though. It can't be
protective.
And at the same time, what I think is respect your instincts. If you're not just comfortable with anything, don't slip it under the rug like no, that uncle, no, you can't do anything. No.
That exactly. We have our motherly instinct,
You just respect your instincts once you're not comfortable with anything. And before all this thing became rampant now, my children have always been around their uncles. So the uncles take them to school, bring them home.
But it's not everybody that has, it's not everybody that has good uncles.
You understand? So I just look at it. Thank God gave me good uncles. You understand? Because I'll just say it's God actually. But one thing you can do is be I think later on I decided to remove when it was becoming rampant. I don't trust anybody. I removed the key to the room so that I should be able to access the room anytime. You understand? But at the same time, I just look at it that you can't. One thing is, mothers are not supposed to be sleeping throughout. You understand?
Okay.
I bathe my children myself. I bathe.
Okay, we'll still come to that. That is it okay for your husband to bathe your daughters? Because I've had so many people. My husband bathes my Isabella, so we'll still come to that.
Now, what I'm trying to say is, when you touch your child, you're not touching them in a way to make them suspect there's anybody touching. But at times, notice some little mood swing. Notice if your child is over attached to an uncle. Notice children are not smart enough not to show some signs.
Exactly.
You understand? So notice when they are over, their closeness is not just the normal closeness of uncle. You will notice.
And sometimes they are even withdrawn, like kind of you.
Some might not even withdraw. Some might even get closer to the uncle because maybe over time they've come to like this uncle. You understand? And the uncle has started telling them some things. You will know. I've seen children.
Yeah.
I in charge of the children's church in our, you understand, the children's section in our church. You understand? So there will be some way you will see the girl play with the boy. You understand that this type of play is wrong.
Yeah.
You understand? And there's this look on the eyes that once you look at the child, so you should. There are some signs you will know that once your child starts withdrawing, once she sees you coming, you understand, she tries to withdraw. You look at her, she's trying to hide something. Then she know that something. What's happening?
So
what are you hiding? What's there? What? You understand?
Yes.
So you should call and ask her. I noticed that when I came here, you don't want to look at what happened. So ask them.
Is it okay for our husband to bathe her female children like our daughters? Because for me, I don't have anybody staying with me. I don't have any help, and we have to share some of the house, whatever, some of our chores like that. So in the morning, she's going to school. Isabella is going to school. So my husband is going to work. So after taking his bath, he will also bathe Isabella. So is it okay? Because I've had so many people say, no, it's not good for, like, well, so me, I don't have help. So, and I have had so many people say to that, it's okay for my husband to bathe my little girls, you understand? So what do you think about it?
Okay, if not for the world we find ourselves in, what's wrong in your father bathing his own daughter? I think it's all just because of where we find ourselves in and putting precautions in place. That
exactly.
But I also say what works in your home. You understand what works in your home? And at the same time, when it gets a particular age, I don't think it's right any longer for you to allow your husband to bathe your daughter. Like in my house, I bathe them myself.
Even when they were still very much younger.
Maybe once in a while, my husband bathe them. But I have people staying around, so I make sure that I bathe them at least twice in a week. The bathing is not just to bathe, it's for inspection. You understand? Just to check and use my little motherly instincts to know what is wrong. You understand? But I'll still prefer for this world we find ourselves in. You understand? It's as bad that my first daughter now, will be 9. She will tell her dad, knock on my door before you come into my room. You understand? Smart little things like that. And at times if I'm bathing them and the dad wants to go, she'll say, Daddy, I'm naked, don't come in. You understand? So I think it's just how, because I have males around, that's how I decide to train them. You understand? So they don't feel it's okay for anybody to bathe them. But while growing up, there's this relationship and there's this training. I let them know that their father is also their
part of their life.
It's part of their life. You understand? That it should not how will I put it? Should be free with your dad. Your dad is not your uncle. Your dad, you understand, practically has been the one carrying you around. That's why so before your dad now brought you to mommy and mommy. So it's not just mommy.
Yes,
You understand? It's not just one, because I have all girls and I don't want my husband to feel
like he's
like
alone,
an
alone
outcast
ranger.
in our own. You understand?
Yeah.
It's just be us doing our things. The funniest part of it is that even when it comes back, it's as if I'm the outcast, because they'll tell you that is fun, that you're not you're like that. You understand?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's bad. If not for God help us. I don't think it's actually bad, but just know what works for you. That's why while picking husband, I always know what you're going for.
Yeah.
Know what you're going for, because you might find yourself in a situation whereby you're too tired to lift your leg, but you can't trust your husband with your daughter. Yeah. So while picking husband, look at not just the tall and handsome parts. Look at this person will take care of me. This person
beyond tall and handsome.
Beyond tall and handsome. Marry someone you can trust. You understand? I don't think it's only the trust part that makes people disapprove or discourage father beating their daughters. I think another part said that the daughter of that man or men are not supposed to touch some parts of your body. You understand? But this world we are facing now is not only we have lesbianism, we have gay, we have a lot of things. So don't just focus on the pedophile part only. Focused on every aspect. Let your child know boundaries. You understand? Let them know boundaries. That my dad is baiting me doesn't mean that my dad is touching me. You understand? So there's difference between I'm taking my bait and it is my daddy. You understand? So there's this confidence that it is my daddy, not an opposite person. So you're not supposed to feel attracted to your dad.
Exactly.
And even me, if I'm betting them, I don't wash their private part. I tell them bend down. I wash all the tap or anything and put it in a way whereby they wash it themselves. It's only the third one be like, let me help you wash it well. You understand? Because of the age. But for the other, even the third one now, wash it herself. If it takes us up to 5 minutes, I'll keep pouring water till I need, okay, I feel that okay, she has done it herself. So even if my husband has to help in taking their bait, you understand, or baiting them, he doesn't have to wash their private part for them. They do that themselves. The only thing is that okay, raise your armpit, do the normal thing. Other part are involved, like the private. You understand? They do that themselves, even with me. You understand? And let it be. Don't teach them sex as I went teaching them sex. Teach them to the core. To the core in the sense that let them know that nobody should touch this parts. You understand? Even while going for a doctor appointment or going to the nurse or the doctor has no reason to touch these parts. You understand? Let them know that, okay, nobody should touch here. This is your private part. You understand? Let them know. And teach them and pray for them. It's still important to pray for them.
God will help us.
God will help us.
Because I think raising a girl child is a whole lot. Like you have to be extra. It's still for male children, but I feel female children still a whole lot, like they're kind of sensitive because of our body structure. It's still kind of.
It's not. I think that is still the old lady, old mama thinking. At this age now, I don't think there's a difference between how you should raise your male child and your female child. Raise your child to be sufficient and don't be biased in your mind. Every mothers can see that, okay, I'm not raising a boy or a girl. I'm raising a child. It will change our perspective and the way we do things. So just see them as a child sent to me by God. And to be the best, to shine their light wherever they go. So if I'm not seeing it, I'm raising a girl, I'm raising a boy. Boys, anywhere you go, you can do anything. But my child, my girl child must marry as a virgin. My girl child must not be wayward. No. I think at the end, you should look at both sex and see how God has helped you to be a good mother or good father to them. So it's not about the gender. Look at them and see God's blessing. Then raise them to be what God wants them to be.
So at what age do you think, because this generation is somersaulting, like it's very like rapid, fast. So at what age now in this century at what age now do you think that we should start educating our children female children about sex, because basically this why I'm saying female children is that this topic is majorly for the girl child. So at what particular age, because of how the world has turned into, do we start giving them sex education?
I think it's not about age, at the level you think.
And also I feel most parents are even shy, if I'm correct, to even talk to their children about sex. Yes,
it's actually our fault. It's not actually our fault. In our own days, when you get married, what will be in your mind is, how will I stand naked in front of this man?
This one.
That is all in your mind. Even from the reception, you'll be thinking.
Exactly. You now start that prayer after wedding.
Because nobody discussed anything sex.
Nobody.
Where you get most of your knowledge is from campus.
Yes.
Every woman,
books, yes.
You understand? Maybe while growing up, I went to a girls only school, so you've seen it there, different letters, boyfriend. So you never had that real LD talk on sex with your parents. And I still keep saying that it takes a lot of work for you not to be like your parents. It takes a lot of work, because at the end you see yourself showing some of the character you make up your mind that you will never do to
background check.
You understand? So you have to be like,
yes,
is this me? I said I'll not do this.
Yes.
You understand? So I think that's why most of us are shy at times to discuss anything that has to do with sex, because we never sat down
with our parents,
to discuss anything sex with anybody. Maybe it's only when you're not trying to get married you start bringing the topic up gradually. So, but I don't think there's a particular age that waits till this particular age. Just do it at the level you think they can understand.
Okay.
Like my third girl came back from school one day and said, "Mommy, I need a brother. So you have to finish. I need a baby brother. So you need to finish my food."
We're even still coming to that.
You need to finish my food. You need to eat more so that your tummy will come out like Toyosi's own and have a baby. You understand? So she thinks it's food. So I thought that it's not food. So one day, how is daddy now my daddy? If you are the one that carried me, you understand? So they ask questions. I was not. So you've been with daddy for some time. Daddy was not carrying you around. So when daddy met mommy, daddy now gave you to mommy. You understand? I just find a way to just be like, okay, she asked is adult stuff. I say, yeah, it's a little adult stuff. But when you can understand, I'll tell you. But over time, I helped her know that baby comes within the concept of marriage. Yeah. So anytime she sees someone, oh, they are married, so she now understands that something is in that marriage that produce kids.
I remember when I was pregnant with Zion. Sorry for cutting you now. And so you remember when Esosa told me that Toyosi has been doing something that God does not approve of. That see her tummy. So they have the knowledge, like they know. So if we educate them, I think they understand.
I think they actually learned that maybe in church, or not in church actually, maybe in school. So when I got home, I had to help them understand that this happened in the concept of marriage. You understand? So anytime they see two person getting married, like when my husband, younger brother, got married recently, my first daughter said, "Uncle will still have a child then." So they're not okay. This thing should happen in the concept of marriage. You understand? So they now understand. Okay, like my first daughter now know what sex means. She understand what rape means. My second daughter knows that, and she's 7 now. My third is 5. She knows that okay, this thing is bad. This thing is. You understand? So that's it.
She just put it in a way that they will understand, no matter their age.
As they grow, they get better understanding on their, as they grow, it teach them to the level they can understand. And probably because my third has 2 elder ones, so they're able to help catch up with a lot of things.
Yeah. Okay, I think this video is this topic is kind of a broad one, so maybe we should be expecting a part 2. So I just want to make it snappy now so that it will not be super long. Let me just say this. I want to go back to when we started. Our children nowadays, they are inquisitive. They want to know everything. Like what you said earlier. You said Abeyua was asking that a boy child how do you tell them that they might come home one day. Isabella might come home one day like, mommy, I want a brother. Like, how do we tell them how these things work? Like, how do we do it?
Okay, you might tell them that, okay, don't worry, you have your own baby brother, you have your own baby son, you can have a boy or girl you want.
Okay.
But mommy and daddy want 3 beautiful girls. And God has blessed them with 3. Well, we have 2 now. We don't know what happened in the future. God might say have baby brothers for us. But see, this is another baby brother. So any baby brother in church, that's a baby brother.
Okay.
Any baby brother in school that you like, that's another baby brother. So God will send a lot of baby brother for you to take care of. So just see them as your baby brothers. You understand? So that is it.
All right, I don't want this video to be super long.
What you could tell it's so long.
What you could tell me, okay. I hope you've been able to take 1 or 2 things out of this video, but you can expect a part 2 courtesy of Mrs. Yemisi Edokwaye. Thanks for coming. Thanks for gracing our seats. We so much appreciate Toyosifix family. We so much appreciate you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing with us all this. I hope you've been able to take 1 or 2 things out of this video. If there's anything you want me to film about, talk about it, just let me know in the comment section. I also want you to like
and subscribe.
Yes, subscribe. You
press
the subscribe button. Click on the notification bell so that you get notifications each time I upload my video. Give me a thumbs up. Comment. I want to know how you feel about those videos. I just
share.
Yeah, share. You see, share. All my motivators, as in, those are my motivators. So guys, like, as in, you won't motivate me seriously. So please subscribe, share, like, comment, and all of that stuff. And thank you for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.
Bye.